Hello and welcome to Flippin Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through a Mad Magazine number 495, released November 2005, $3.99, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I have something I want to say. And wait, don't fast forward, okay? Because you might actually want to hear this. Is it a plug for my Patreon? Yeah, it is. But wait, there's more. You can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough and support me on Patreon. It's really helpful. It helps me pay for StreamYards. It's going to help me upgrade this stinking camera that can never seem to focus on its own. But there's something new that I want to talk about. If you sign up for it at any level, $1, $5, $20, $100, you get these awesome stickers. And you've seen them, right? Ah, damn it. That's not supposed to happen. These, Potter ZB System of Weights and Measures, Max Korn was here, and then the channel logo. Of course, you get those. And you also get like 2 MAD trading cards from either MAD, these are from the Lime Rock series, #1 or #2. But there is something new that I'm going to be doing very, very soon. I've mentioned this countless times, like on live streams and stuff. I have some issues of Freaky Magazine, and you might be saying, well, what's Freaky? Freaky is, in my estimation, this humble narrator's estimation, it's a spiritual successor to Mad Magazine. I love this magazine. I got like signed copies. Here's Dalton Vaughn's signature. I got them all. I got this whole thing. I'm a Freaky fanatic. And I want you to be too. So I have these extra ones that I want to pass on the gifts that I've received, which you've seen in unboxings and stuff. Like people send me shit, and I want it, not shit. They send me treasures. Yeah, but sometimes I already own those treasures, and I want to pass it on. And I'm going to start with these because I have these issues of Freaky already. I'm going to be giving these away to patrons of my channel. So all you have to do is be signed up for the Patreon. You're going to get the stickers. You're going to get some MAD trading cards. And you could get an issue of Freaky Magazine. So please consider that. If you're like, dude, lay off, I'm not giving you my money, that's awesome. Please consider hitting subscribe, hitting a thumbs up button. With that, let's move on. All right? Can we move on, please? Thank you. Wait, what happened to the issue we're going to flip through? Here it is. This is MAD number, what did I say? 459. I chose this because of, I don't know. I guess because of King Kong. King Kong just happened. We just had that newest issue of MAD where it was like the all monster one. I think that was issue 20 because 21 was the latest one. That was the Sports-tacular. Anyway, so I just picked this. And if you want to, I should say, flip along with me. Oftentimes I leave out details or I have to kind of power through things and I might miss who the writer or artist is. If you're like, well, wait, I want to know, you can look down below in the video description. I should have a link to madcoversite.com for this issue. And so you can have all of those questions answered. This is Mark Frederickson. He's the guy who did the cover. He also made his triumphant return on that latest Sports-tacular issue. Where is that anyway? Here it is. I have it handy because I just did a live stream with it. And he's great. It's hard to say anything negative about his handiwork. I will say this though, recognizing that he's a great artist, undeniable. I did find that this era of MAD covers just felt a little too, I don't know, monotonous. It just it was just like a celebrity or a movie being Newmanized. And there was so much fun in the earlier MAD magazines where it wasn't just, Alfred E. Newman as King Kong or Alfred E. Newman as Indiana Jones. There were other visual gags going on. My favorite cover being the one, I always forget which cover it was, but Norman Mingo did it, and it's Fink's Donuts, and it's Newman is holding the sandwich board, and the donut, you see all the way through him. And I really enjoyed those. I thought that was a little bit better. And I just wish that they would have just a little bit more of that. I will say that's actually something nice about this, is that this sort of is that, right? There's the visual gag to it. It's not Alfred E. Newman as a famous football player. It's Alfred E. Newman himself on a horse wreaking havoc. So I do like that. But I don't know. I think that was more editorial decisions, right? I don't think it was him and then I'll draw Alfred E. Newman as King Kong. I'm assuming he was not in charge of that. It's also another... I hate to complain so much about it because this was a time in which I was enjoying Mad Magazine. Wait a second, 2005? Oh no, I wasn't even reading Mad at this time. This is mine. I had an active subscription to it, but 2005, I was in the Navy. I was out and about. I was floating around on a boat or with the Seabees. So that it was sort of before this when they first introduced the ads that was my prime time. But yeah, 2005. This is pretty much all new to me. If you repeat the same grade once, you're a dummy. If you do it 20 times, you're a teacher. I might have to take a photo of that one because I am a teacher. Anyway, there's who is this? Caldwell. I don't know. Is that Sam Viviano? Perhaps. Mort Drucker. I don't know. These are just guesses. Ooh, the celebrity snaps. The celebrity visits. What? You never know who's going to... Oh, here's my screwdriver. What am I doing? Sorry, I got very distracted by this. I was rendered speechless. We never know who's going to stop by the MAD offices. Just the other day, we were visited by Meinhard Rabe, the coroner from Wizard of Oz. They had a coroner in the Wizard of Oz in town to promote his book, Memoirs of a Munchkin, an illustrated walk down the yellow brick road. It was a delightful afternoon until Meinhardt, never one to break character, accidentally pronounced production artist Doug Thompson dead. That's funny. I'm glad that, I don't know, were they mistreated, the Munchkins? And I'm only using that term because Meinhardt used that term. I don't know. I'm skipping over that letters department. Not that I want to skip over the letters department. I love letters, but it's not, you don't get the same quality of letters that you used to get. And here we have the Mad Warped Tour. Mad on the Warped Tour. So look at, it's the guy, Mike Herrera, bassist for MXPX. James Lynch, guitarist for Dropkick Murphys. Patrick Stump, lead singer and guitarist for Fall Out Boy. And here's an amplifier. That's pretty funny. I don't know. Those band names send me down memory lane. But look at this. There's two people with mad tattoos. Steve Sullivan of Phoenix, Arizona, and his Alfred tattoo. And Richard Ballard of Ruston, L.A., Louisiana? Yeah. And his Alfred tattoo. That's nuts. I don't know. Mad kids. No, thank you. Golly, look at how much... I think I act surprised by this every single time, which is probably annoying, but it's ad, table of contents, letters, ad, letters, house ad, but ad, letters, ad. And now we get into some stuff. I mean, that's nuts, man. That's so crazy. You can't be doing that. You can't have that much. The Fundalini pages. Prescription drug or Godzilla phobe. Angurus, Mepron, Baragon, Zyogen, Kariva, Mothra. This sounds like something that was written by Desmond Devlin. But unfortunately, one of the annoying things about this era and the Fundalini pages is they weren't giving credit. They weren't under each one. You can't find out who did what. Like, that's Rick Tolka, right? And that's Paul Coker Jr. And that's, I forget his name. You can figure out, here's Jaffe doing some artwork. You can figure that out. But like writers, they don't even give them credit. It's like, that's kind of annoying. And then, yeah, here you go. Then they just put them all there. Let's see. Oh, look, he's not there. But Herman Mejia's in there. Dick DiBartolo. Drew Friedman. That was the name I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know, man. That annoys me quite a bit. Questions we wanted to hear in John Roberts Supreme Court confirmation hearings. What position would you play on a Supreme Court softball team? So you know Judge Judy personally? In your view, does the voting process on American Idol follow proper constitutional dictates? Are you related to Julia Roberts? And look at that. You recognize that guy. That's Joe Biden. There's Ted Kennedy. And then, I don't know, here's some other yokels. How many different ways did Bush mispronounce your name when you met with him? Do you guys remember that? How George Bush used to always say goofy stuff? Those are good times. I miss that. And here we go. In Mad's Inside Scoop on this year's stupidest holiday movies, King Kong. This was partially reprinted in Mad number 20. It was this panel only. If you guys didn't watch that live stream with Kyle Bridget, it was great. Susie Hutchinson, is that her name? Anyway, she stopped by and she filled us in on all the dumb things we were saying, corrected us. It was wonderful. So I would highly recommend going back and watching that if you have not. Some beautiful Tom Richmond art. Did I attribute this? Was my prediction that it was Sam Viviano? Maybe it was because of like how fat the face was. He loves drawing those fat-faced people. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm just like kind of ripping through this because I don't remember any of those films. Video game ads. Who is this artist? Oh, Rick Geary. I love this art. Where have I seen his artwork before? The High School Gentleman's Etiquette Guide for Dating Your Teacher. When going to the movies, the gentleman always pays for his date, especially if he can use a student discount. Like most people, teachers seldom enjoy mixing business with pleasure, so after a really steamy makeout session, don't ask her to give you extra credit. Well, it's perfectly appropriate for you to ask your teacher to write a letter of recommendation for colleagues to discourage her from citing your personal qualities, such as, Todd would make an excellent roommate because he doesn't snore. While your teacher is away as a result of your affair, it is considerate to send her letters, but it would be imposing to include papers for her to proofread or critique in her spare time. I really like this dude's art style, though. I don't know, for saying like the way this hair is drawn, and it almost looks like, I don't know, it's almost like fabric folded in on itself, but it's so clearly hair that, I don't know, it's just very interesting. Sergio Aragones presents a mad look at pizza. Oh, wait, I just realized something. So this was during when they started printing in color, but you have things like this continuing in black and white, and of course, a mad look at being printed in black and white. I find that interesting. Of course, you can't really critique Sergio Aragones. Or, I mean, like, what am I going to say? Describe what happens? Just hit pause. Use your eyes. Another ad. But I act surprised every single time. I'm like, what? Another ad? What? Now, I had talked about this I think the last time I was in the 400s. And I had mentioned that it's kind of difficult to read through these because they are so dense. But just looking over this one is notably not dense. So I'm going to go through this whole one. So October 16th, 11:33 a.m. mood, whatever. Chet and I went to the movies last night and saw Flight Plan. That new movie about how Jodie Foster loses her daughter on an airplane. Spoiler alert, it sucks. Like, first off, all right, so Planet Tad, you got his face it's just a picture of his braces. And, this is like the first, it's reminiscent of the first blogs, right? Like, very simple setups. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of frills. It was just really basic stuff, if you don't recall that period in internet history. 17th of October, 3:14 p.m. DJ, the driver of my school bus, is a big fan of the Tasmanian Devil. He's got Tasmanian Devil shorts and hats and has the Tasmanian Devil tattooed on his arm. He acts like it makes him cool. But who really cares about the Tasmanian Devil once they're older than 8 years old? If I got a tattoo, it would have to be something I really knew I was going to care about forever, like Natalie Portman. And there's a lovely little drawing he did of Natalie Portman. Here we go. Should I zoom in a little further? Farther? I've got a social studies test tomorrow that I have to study for. My social studies textbook is hard to read because it's all about how important it is to participate in democracy and be proud of your country. But it's really old, like from the 70s, and it's been illustrated with photos like this one. These are the worst spokespeople for voting ever. As my friend Darren put it, it looks like the people of Doucheville are getting a new mayor. There's Peanut Patrol. I think this is, Carter. It's people rooting for Carter. October 20th, 4:30. Mood, psyched. A while ago, Chet and Darren and I started playing poker at lunch, using all the tricks we learned from watching Celebrity Poker Showdown. I'm kind of a Brad Garrett type player. Chet's more of a Jason Alexander. Darren said he was a Bonnie Hunt type player, but then we started calling him Bonnie, and he denied he'd ever said it. We don't play for money or anything, just for packets of ketchup and mustard. We used to play for ketchup, but then we started playing no limits, so we decided that mustard packets are worth 5 ketchup packets. But lately, Chet's been betting big, and we're thinking of making relish worth 5 mustards. Anyway, Billy Otis, who's a senior, came over and watched for a few minutes. He said that we're all really good players, and then we should come to the game he hosts with his friends every Friday night in his basement. So we're going to get a chance to play for real. I'm pretty psyched because I generally tend to clean up with the ketchup packets. And I figure if I do well tomorrow, I can take the $50 I've been saving for the new Madden game for my PS2 and turn it into enough to buy an Xbox 360, Game Boy Micro, and a new Madden game. October 22nd. Too depressed to blog. October 22nd. Mood, totally bummed. Still too depressed to blog. But if you want to buy a PlayStation 2 on eBay, there's one for sale here. Also, there's a bunch of PlayStation games for sale here. Also, a whole lot of near mint condition comic books for sale here. And a bike here. Please bid high. I need to make $300 by Friday. And finally, October 25th. Does anyone know how to smell a bike? I mean, come on. Planet Tad was wonderful. Man, you want to talk about things that they could have turned into a movie. Planet Tad. Probably not a big following, so that maybe wouldn't have been that good of an idea. But more CD cover doodles. Oh, this is cool. Artist and writer Russ Cooper. And this is kind of a fun little thing, right? It's like you just continue drawing the image. What is this? Russell Crowe. He had a band? He threw a phone at somebody. That's right! He did throw a phone at somebody. One Wish, the holiday album. There she is in piles of cocaine. That is very good. Justin Guarini? Justin Guarini, I've never even heard of that name. But look at he's serving McDonald's. Fat Joe as Shrek. P. Diddy and Bad Boy Records present We Invented the Remix. And he's just ripping ass. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. The Ying Yang twins running over the spies. That's beautiful. I like this Russ Cooper guy. Oh, here we go. This is Ted Rail. He had something in not the Fundalini pages, but in Shorts and Briefs, and I feel like it may have been that it only. No, I don't know what it was. 7 periods closer to death. PTA meeting. Here's your backpack. Wait, here's your pack back. I don't know how to read German, but I recognize that it's German. Jawohl, mein Gestapo, Mansch. Says something, my Gestapo man. Come on, man, they're searching our lockers. Can they do that? What about our privacy? They can. The Supreme Court has ruled that schools can search lockers without a warrant. But never mind that. You can't wear that t-shirt in school. Go change. Says who? Says the U.S. Supreme Court. In Tinker v. Des Moines, 1969, they ruled that disruptive clothes can be banned. In 2003, decision granted an exceptional for political expression, but Britney Sucks doesn't qualify. Take it off. Behold, political expression. Yes. Get lost and God bless. You can't say God in school, dude. Oh, look at that. Like a 4-page ad. Monroe and immigration. This is one that looks like shit in color. Like everything just looks flat. It just looks like, I don't know, maybe it's my color blindness, but like nothing really pops the way it did. Because if you recall, Bill Ray, when he was doing these, he had stuff like, he was using that, I'm trying to think of what it is. I always forget the name. There's like the dots, basically, but it's like a transfer, and they can put it on. And so it gives you like the pattern that isn't the painted one. But yeah, I don't know. BWNTB. Oh, Tony Barbary. Yeah, I don't. That looks awful. That looks awful colored in. Sure, online dating is popular, but how can you be sure that the delightful person you've been IMing with for the past 3 months isn't a deranged lunatic who will tear out your throat and jump rope with your intestines the first time you meet them? It's not easy. The best you can do is to be on the lookout for subtle signs of potential trouble before your first encounter. For instance, the signs mentioned in John Caldwell's "You may want to call off the face-to-face if..." they're talking about catfishing, right? Like that's like the modern term for it is catfishing. You're being told that somebody is being lied to, right? That's catfishing. Like if I told somebody like I was a munchkin. Probably not a good example. I don't know. But catfishing is where you're bamboozled. Her instructions are, meet me in front of the transgender clinic. I'll be the tall blonde with the nice rack and 5 o'clock shadow. Universal Gender Modification Center. Easy Lop-Off MD. Free estimates. He advises you to bring your appetite since he's slaughtering something special for the occasion. He lets you know. How come it's always he's? I better get some jokes about the ladies here pretty soon. He lets you know he won't have any trouble recognizing you. What with all the night vision photographs he's been shooting from the roof of the building across the street. She suggests you meet by the dumpster behind the Radio Shack and not the one at the bus station, as she's not one to mix business with pleasure. Oh my God. John Caldwell was the national treasure. Matt's all-inclusive, do-it-yourself reality show press release. Here we go. A new Fox reality show, Awesome Scumbags, will premiere this fall, filmed during a dwarf who calls him... filmed by a dwarf who calls himself Mr. Big at a Balco test lab. The series features iPad-loving vegetarians playing Texas Hold'em with William Hung's vocal coach. Each week, one of the participants will feel that way about utter boredom. According to some a-hole's blog, probably Planet Tad, the show will appeal to disturbingly thin Trappist monks. Artist Evan Dorkin. Look at it. This is, I do like this art. I didn't even notice it. I get so excited about these build your own things. I imagine this has to be kind of fun to draw these types of things, because you get the text, the script, I don't know, and then you get to just sort of like fill it in however you please. So look at, there's somebody listening to an iPad, and there's some monks, and I don't know, there's some people playing naked poker, whatever that, strip poker, that's probably what it's called. A lovely Paul Cooper. Paul Cooper did make that transition into color very well. Mad's horrendous holiday movie outtakes. Get rich or die trying. Was that like a huge movie or something? Like, wait, these are all of the movies that they were talking about before. King Kong, Get Rich or Die Trying, The Ringer, which is actually kind of a sweet movie. I know it was controversial, but no, I thought it was good. It treated people in the Special Olympics like people. So it had, it was this. I only saw it once, so if I'm misremembering this entirely, please correct me. But as I remember it, it was like this guy is a gambling addict, and so he decides to act like somebody with special needs, go into the Special Olympics, and then clean up shop and be a ringer at the Special Olympics, allowing his, loan shark to get money on betting on him. But what was kind of sweet about it is that, all of the supporting actors in that, Johnny Knoxville was acting like a mentally disabled person or physically disabled person, but everybody in the movie was handicapped. And so it was like very nice, because it treated them, not as a prop. So I guess they kind of were, but it was just very nice. I thought it was surprisingly poignant. Anyway, hopefully I'm remembering it correctly and I don't just look like I don't give a shit. It was a good movie. The Strip Club. Father O'Flaherty's Hot Tub Confessions with special guest Bert and Ernie. I understand you fellas wanted to come to the hot tub because... Why am I doing that? Sorry, guys. Because of what's going on with SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob is a character beloved by many children, but accused by many conservative groups of being homosexual. Now, you guys have been living together for close to 40 years, and you say you have something to confess. Boys? Hello? The puppeteers have drowned. I do like that. Who was it? Like, somebody was... I think it may have been, like, one of the people... There's somebody talking about Bert and Ernie, and they were like, somebody who worked for Sesame Street was like, Bert and Ernie are puppets. They have no orientation. I might be misremembering that one as well. The Educate Fun page, where education meets fun without the shun. Mr. Rad, the teacher who's hip to today's scene, says, "Yo, this ain't your grandpa's gravity. Spell it gravity and use it for skateboarding, and you're all gravitizzle." Oh, that's so dumb. I love it, though. That's what teachers are like. Oh, my God. This is a great issue, man. Go fetch. Wait, this is a fucking ad. Oh my God. This is an ad made to look like a new monthly reader service section. Oh, Christ. I don't remember that, but I'm glad I don't. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. Look at this. Oh my God. We should actually go into this real quick. This was a weird time. This is, a time before smartphones, but then there were these things where you could download things like, text Poem 3 to receive daily romantic poems, or text Sexpo 3 for daily sexy poems to send to that special someone in your life. What? Why are you doing this, Mad Magazine? pickup lines. Get the best pickup lines to use to pick up the perfect date. Text pickup 3. And it was like all magazines had these, but it was so bizarre. Here's the terms and conditions, which you cannot read, but I can. Terms and conditions. This is a monthly subscription service. Please visit our website at www.gozomo.com and check if we support your phone. You must be at least 13 years of age and have the bill payer's permission to subscribe. You'll be charged $29.70 a month for 30 messages. All charges will appear on your carrier bill or will be deducted from you prepaid. Standard messaging rates apply. To unsubscribe, text the keyword and then a space, then stop to 33100. E.g., text joke 3 stop to 33100. Images are used for identification purposes only. For support, please email blah, 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 blah. Isn't that bizarre? $30. So like kids would do that and then their parents would be like, what'd you do? What'd you do? What's Sexpo 3? Why am I getting charged $30 for Sexpo 3? Oh my God. CS Oi, New York. I'm sorry, guys. I got to charge through this one. But it's just like the stuff that happens now with like free-to-play video games. The hottest Halloween costumes. Outrageously priced gas pump. Yeah, I remember that. $3.49. It went higher than that, if I recall. Leia and me. Lean, mean, dieting machines. Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie. Tidy Whitey loving dictator. Saddam Hussein. All right. And of course, ending with an advertisement. You guys, this has been MAD Magazine number 459. Please remember to hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment down below what you thought about this. Make sure to text SEXPO3 to 33100. Standard rates apply. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.